Drake Maye.
Oh, dude.
Right? By the way, I love your reaction.
Stoked.
Dude. Okay.
So stoked.
So now you're born in Massachusetts, raised in Vermont.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And so Patriot fan since birth?
Yeah, full on. Now we live in Connecticut.
Well, that's
two
the
little boys.
Mason-Dixon line of New York, Boston sports, brother.
I lived in Brooklyn for a long time. I'd be repping Sox hats everywhere. NYPD guys giving me dirty looks on the platform. Right. Not a lot of love there.
Right.
And now we're in Connecticut, and, my kids play hockey. They're little. They're 6 and 8. They're just getting going.
Okay.
And it's Rangers Junior, learn to play. And all the kids are out there in, Rangers get up.
You all right with that?
And they were like, we can get them a jersey. And I was like, nah, we're going to keep the Bruins ones on. That's all right. Thanks. So, it's just two little, Bruins kids out there, skating around in a sea of, red and blue.
Yeah.
But at least we're far enough out in Connecticut now that people are like, all right, it's technically New England.
Right. So you're east of Hartford? Is that where you are?
No, we're in Weston.
Okay, I know where you
if anyone wants the address,
no.
I'm
just because I spent 7 years at ESPN, so I know exactly.
Yeah.
Again,
20 minutes north of Westport.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to if you're west, you're closer to New York, so that's why.
It's understandable. I get why there's a lot of Yankees fans out there.
Okay.
And I do feel like there's. People, rightfully so, should be a little embarrassed to be Giants and Jets fans, so I don't see a lot of that being repped where we are, you know what I mean?
Just
but
let your freak flag fly, Jake Lacy. Okay, no, but you have every right to feel really good about what's happening.
It's unbelievable.
It's
so cool.
Chris, I love that reaction here where I just mentioned Drake Maye, and you're like, dude. Dude.
Oh, somebody was calling him Drake Maybe for the first couple of games, and I was like, watch it, dude. Just watch what happens.
Drake Maybe. I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah. Cousin Sal came up with Drake Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad one. I like that.
Well, since he came up with cousin Drake Maybe, he's won 8 in a row.
Yeah, then he's going on a tear.
It's worked out.
Well, enjoy those words, my man. Just dig in.
Out.
And he's gotten he's in sights of a record that Dan Marino set for a certain age to win as many games in a row with a passer rating as great as it's been.
That's right.
He's tracking down something that Marino did in 1984, which is.
I was looking at what the next 3 games are.
Well,
they're winnable games.
Well, Cincinnati.
Jake,
we're
all
moving on
winnable.
to Cincinnati.
We're moving on to Cincinnati.
And
Burrow's taking reps, right? He's got some snaps going.
He's taking reps.
Yeah.
I think he's playing.
You think he's going?
So Zach Taylor just said that there's no distinction. They're going to wait as long as possible. They have till 4 o'clock tomorrow to remove him and put him on the active list. But he's questionable right now.
Whatever.
All right.
Let me ask you this question: how do you think it's going, right, in New England right now when somebody says to Vrabel, they won't say if they're playing Burrow or not? Do you think he's losing sleep about getting ready for Flacco instead?
I mean, Joe Cool. That's,
Yeah. Burrow coming, but this is
Burrow's,
let's linger on your Pats here for a minute because they look terrific and they are set.
That's so exciting.
They are 100% set. So, did you go to Foxborough when there were just the old, metal seats and stuff like that, or that was still
by the time I got to go to a game, it was cleaned up.
Okay,
but I used to go to Fenway as a kid, and there was still, I guess it's still there, but the urinals are just a trough,
It's like ancient Rome.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was before you could sit on the monster and things like that. Or before TD Garden, just some of that old kind of scuzzy Boston sports.
Fleet Center.
I was born in 86. So as a kid got the tail end of being a losing region and then the insanity of the Celtics, the Bruins, the Pats, winning in the same year.
Dump parades everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Are you an obnoxious Patriots fan, New England fan? Be honest, Jake.
No,
here.
I don't know that.
Are you a masshole or not?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not that far gone. But we had this discussion in the house. My wife is from Eastern PA and then grew up in Jacksonville. After she was 10, so the Jaguars are also kicking around in our house a little bit.
Okay.
But we're, boys are born in New York and we're living there. And she was like, let them support whatever team they want.
No.
And I was like,
No.
they can be whatever they want in this world. They can do whatever they want, love whoever they love. I don't care. But, like, it's a non-negotiable. This is a Boston house. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They're Sox fans. Like, there's just no other way this is going to work out, hon. Like, genuinely, whoever they want to be, whoever they are, let's support it. But, like, this is what's happening. And it's worked out. You know what I mean?
So
like,
I married somebody from New England, from
Okay.
Boston proper.
Oh, yeah.
And so when our firstborn, who's now 17, we got all sorts of stuff to the house, like Red Sox onesies, Celtics bibs, Patriots,
love it.
socks, all that sort of stuff. And I made because I knew I had one preemptory here because I'm a New Yorker.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
One preemptory. I could remove one from the jury box.
Got it.
And I chose the Red Sox, but that wasn't happening.
You go, I just can't.
So my younger son, because my oldest son is not that much into sports.
Okay.
He's more of an actor, so keep your head on a swivel there.
Yeah. All right, come on down.
So my youngest son will go to college, and they'll say, "Who do you root for?" And he'll say, "Patriots, Celtics, Yankees." Yeah. And they'll look at him like he has three heads.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's it, man.
For sure.
I get you.
One of the first acting jobs I had, this blew me away. That I don't know, in a couple ways. A guy I worked with who became a really good friend. So I'm in the elevator. We're going down to rehearsal. He's got a Yankees hat on. I'm like, all right, guy's from New York, okay. And the next day I see him, and he's got a Red Sox hat on. And I go, what's your deal, dude? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you had a Yankees hat on yesterday. You got a Sox hat on today? And he was like, I grew up in New York. I made a movie in Boston. I like Boston. I was like, you can't do that. And I was so young.
Name this actor.
But he was like,
I want the name of this actor.
His name's Lucas Calabrini, and he's a wonderful. But the beauty of that story is that he was like, I'm not actually that attached to it. Mm-hmm. You have a whole world built around these people and these legacies. I just enjoy baseball. And I was like, my brain was blown.
It melted. Well, I mean, Jason Feller, who's at the audio board, if you can see him through the television cameras, he's wearing a Dodger hat because he's local and he's a Dodger fan.
Red.
The individual who also sits there is a longtime New Jerseyan. Whatever. He's from Jersey. And he's been out here for 30 years. And he's a diehard Yankee fan. And that's all, honestly, that's all Del Tufo has been talking about in the 11-year history of this show is Yankees this, Yankees that. Dodgers win last year, beat the Yankees. Hold up the hat that he now wears.
What's going on there?
Exactly.
First of all, who's making those hats?
Right?
Another member of our staff, R.J. Herrera, who will now be hiding.
That's a custom hat?
Yes. Yeah. Made it for him. And he's
should be customarily destroyed.
We showed that to Will Smith of the Dodgers on a Zoom this week, and even he thought that was
problematic.
Problematic.
You know, Conan, I don't know Conan O'Brien personally, but he was joking about being at like Sox Dodgers games and that he'd been to some at Fenway and some here, and he was like, Dodgers lost, Sox won, and that all the fans around him were like, good game. That was a good game. You know, like, hey, well, maybe next time. You know, everybody was like, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? And we're like, even if they win, they're like, you thought you were going to come in here?
I heard it. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.